Alright, I'm back with another video this week, and I wanted to play around more so with the torpedoes, as in my last video I made a submarine, and I was able to make torpedoes shoot out of the front via torpedo tubes. Now, this mod does add an aerial torpedo. You have to launch them off of these projectile rack blocks, and I don't really like that much. I would rather just being able to power them with redstone like the Warium versions of the torpedoes, and they just drop out. I honestly doubt this is going to work because it did not work with the other torpedoes. So I can just strap this under and then power it with redstone. Actually wait, that's going to make my job so much easier. Alright, so I finished the plane to a certain extent. The landing gear does not retract yet, but I have linked up all the flaps and the propeller. I have added a manual autocannon, which is on the back of the actual plane I'm basing it off of. Now, it still does not work. The particles will crash the game, so you need to turn particles off if you want to shoot any cannons, really. I added a real tail to it instead of copycat blocks, so if we hop in, it should fly now. So if I start controlling it, we're taking off, and we're going... Alright, so rolling is inverted, so that's nice. But we're in the air, so we're flying. Alright, so I upped the max create RPM from 256 to 10,000. So if I apply throttle, we're currently spinning, it's spinning currently over, I believe, 800 RPM. So we can fly very fast now. It's very, very responsive controls. So I'm actually going to turn the throttle down just a little bit. I've realized though that the faster it goes, the more it tends to drift upwards. So I might try to add some weight in the front, so it doesn't really do that. But it is very responsive to controls. And I actually have already put the torpedo in. We can drop the torpedo down in the water. Yeah, I was honestly kind of afraid of that. I had a feeling the torpedo would explode itself. Alright, I've added a weight to the front, and I have moved the torpedo down a block, so hopefully it does not hit itself again. I will say it controls very nicely. I'm really happy with the controls. Now I have no clue how I'm supposed to fit any landing gear in here, but if I drop the torpedo by pressing shift, yeah, it actually goes down this time. And theoretically, if there's a boat there, which I do not have any boats made at the moment, but if there was a boat there, it would most likely be gone. Alright, I've gotten my submarine out here. I have an aerial torpedo loaded up, and we're going to see, will I explode the plane before saving it, or will I actually hit the submarine? I'm actually going to have my landing gear out for this one, and that is because I think the landing gear is part of the problem of it always turning that way. So I'm actually going to drop a torpedo now, and I'm going to freeze the plane and hop out, and I want to see... Oh no, I think the torpedo passed under it. Oh, it passed under it. Oh, so I have to release it earlier. Alright, so I'm actually going to release it earlier this time, hopefully. I should at least, if everything goes to plan. And most of the times it doesn't really go to plan. And we can drop the torpedo. I really want to see, does that hit it? Oh, that totally does. That totally hits it, right? Totally hits. Just under it? What? Now, I do want to point a couple things out. First one being that this is a submarine, so under the water, it's like 2 blocks under it, but if it was a boat, it'd be over 7 blocks. And it's kind of unrealistic to hit a submarine with an aerial dropped torpedo. But these do have the basic same explosive damage of the torpedoes I have loaded up inside of my submarine. So even though this plane, I should be using this on boats, I do not have a boat made, so I had to use a submarine. Although, that is going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed and want both of these schematics, they will be on my Patreon, link in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another one.